Good evening, good afternoon, YouTube. This is like a test video, because I just got this camera. I'm shooting from the iPhone 12 Pro. And I figured I'd come down here on Walker Street, or the beginning of Walker Street. I'm gonna go to a restaurant that a lot of expats go to. It's called Margarita Station. Margarita Station is a sports bar. However, it's a restaurant. It's a full restaurant, and it has pool tables, so that's why they call it a sports bar. It's one of the better places here, with a really large menu, and it's pretty active right now. So, without further ado, I'm gonna walk down towards Margarita Station, and I'll pause the video, just prior to me getting to the front door, because you got to be careful about filming expats. The Filipinas, they don't really mind. They'll turn their head, but expats that don't want to be filmed, their privacy and all this other stuff, you might get some hassle. And I ain't feeling all that. So, without further ado, let's make this walk. So as we make this walk, the first thing I want to show you is the exchange rate. 47.95 pesos to the US dollar, which is very low. Not very low, it's low. I've been here before when it's only 44, 43, like that. But when I got here last year, well, it was 2019, it was 51, so. Korean style, 7%. Yeah, 10% off, that's a lot. No, I don't think so. It's a famous JJ's. Famous JJ's. And this is the famous Margarita Station that I'm gonna be eating at. So the next time I'll be filming, I'll be inside, sitting at the counter, filming outside the window. Okay, there we go. We're at Margarita Station. And I am shooting with the wide lens. My goodness. This is one of the few restaurants that are open. They still have a full menu, and you won't hear not in stock too much. Usually everything is in stock. I've been coming here for years, and maybe I heard once or twice in all the years that I've been coming here that something wasn't in stock. You can kind of expect things not to be in stock now because of the turnout, Not that many people are out as before, not that many customers as before. So you can assume that some things will be out of stock. However, I still haven't heard of too much being out of stock. On the other hand, it could be just that your selection. I don't have a very broad palette. There's a few things that I like, and I usually order those. if I come with a guest or a date, they may order something else, but I've never actually heard them being out of stock either. So that's a quick view of the menu. I mean, and they do everything really good. They do everything really good. You know, different nationalities, the food have that flavor or that taste from that particular country. Yeah. Okay. This is pretty much, like I said, a vast menu. And you know, the food menu is not even the only thing here at Margarita Station. The drink menu is unbelievable. So, I mean, you can come here and get a large variety of alcohol, non-alcoholic beverages. They have a tequila challenge. They have there you go. See this thing up here? It's a large margarita. Of course, it has tequila in it. Right here it says Super Jumbo, which is $6.80, which would be $13.60 at the current rate. It's probably closer to $14. And if you can drink that whole thing, you get your name up on the Wall of Fame. Okay, so that's the menu. This is pretty much a look around. You have a couple of pool tables over there. You have many expats over there shooting pool, hanging out. And then you have the girls that'll come and they'll hang out with the guys, shoot pool, you know, try to pick up guys, whatever the case may be. It's a good meeting place. Right now, it's pretty busy and it's not even prime time. Here's the other draw to Margarita Station, is that you can sit here after you order your food, drink, and what have you, and you can basically people watch. And that's what I like to do. I like to people watch, but I don't know. It might seem weird to some people, but I'm also a motorbike guy, gearhead, motorbike guy. I love watching all the different types of motorbikes, mostly scooters. I would say 95, 98% are scooters, and I'm a motorcycle guy, but even that, I just love to sit here and watch the many, many different types of scooters and whatnot go by. And some of the smallest, skinniest, and slowest bikes have the loudest exhaust on them, so that's interesting also. That one there, what is it, orange, yellow, it's electric. I'm fascinated by the electric ones also. Okay, so I'm gonna order some food and then I'll get back and let you see what I ordered. Okay, I'm back. My meal just came. That's chef salad right there. Lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, cheese, a couple of eggs, 2 ball eggs on top with some tuna fish. I told them to hold the onions. That's a small. It's 175 pesos. around 350, 300 and $3.60. It's more than enough for me, and that's a small. So it's time for me to dig in, and I'll let you enjoy some of the sights while I eat. Goodness. You know, they say don't text and drive. And in a car, you can understand that. In a car, you can do a lot of damage, right? If you run over somebody, you can kill them. You know, if you run into something, you can do major damage. But to text or, you know, on your cell phone while you're riding a motorbike, and you got one hand on your phone and one hand on the steering wheel or on the handlebars, texting and riding on a motorbike, that don't seem like a wise thing to do. But you know, if you come to a place where your motorbikes and scooters and stuff are 95% of what's on the road, you're gonna have those same problems. I see a lot of foreigners out here riding the actual 10-speed or mountain bikes. I love it. I love the ride, but I'm so afraid to come in and to get into traffic. Let's see what time it is. I think it's time for dessert. Almost. I'll give it a few more minutes. I'm gonna order some dessert. I have a new favorite. Only in the Philippines. Well, in my travels, and I've been around the world a few times, this dessert, this flavored dessert, I've never seen anywhere else. Or if it was like in the United States or somewhere, it's because Filipinos brought it there. I'm thinking it's exclusive, a Filipino flavor. But I'm not going to say exactly what it is. I'll wait until my dessert comes and I'll give everybody a look-see. No, thank you. Along with that flavor, this is something I haven't seen anywhere else in the world. I'm quite sure it exists other places in the world. I just haven't paid it any attention until I got here. The traffic cop in the middle of the block, waving traffic on a two-way street. There's only one direction on each side of the street that the cars can go. So if the cop wasn't in the middle of the street, they would have more room to go past. But they have this traffic officer, I'm not even gonna call it a cop, traffic officer in the middle of the block, not an intersection, just in the middle of the block, waving cars in both directions, in which they was gonna go in those directions if they weren't there or not. So I say just get out of the street and give the cars and motorcycles more room to operate. There is a common known thing here amongst expats, foreigners, that the traffic police usually cause more traffic than they alleviate. And I don't drive, but riding trikes and taxis and just walking around, that's true. It's true to my knowledge. Usually if you see some traffic and it's kind of slowed down, or if it's not moving, as fluently as it can, somewhere up the road, there's gonna be some traffic enforcer, pulling people over in a busy intersection, or just waving traffic when they're in the way. But it is what it is. Oh wow, my dessert is here. Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this Filipino flavor? goodness. Move that water bottle out of there so you can get the full effect. Look at that. Get off of there. Put that on. See that? My goodness. That is an ube flavored milkshake. Ube flavored milkshake. Woohoo! I need to cut this mess out. Stay in the gym. Okay. Time for me to dig in. Woo-hoo. Okay, so I had my dinner, I guess you want to call it, a little early dinner. It's 5 p.m. We're on the main drag in Angeles City. That is Margarita Station. And I figured I would vlog from this side of the street. Less traffic. And you have to be careful, they say, you know? That you could be vlogging on a busy street or something and somebody walk by you and grab your phone. So I got this nice brand new red iPhone and I don't want to have to grab anybody that tries to grab my phone. So I'm just going to walk on this side. This side of the street hasn't really changed. However, the other side of the street where most of the bars and stuff is located before have changed. We're coming up on MC Cafe. That's MC Cafe over there. Don't want to get hit. Jolly B. Here. The bites. Okay. MC Cafe is a coffee shop. MC standing for mind control. Used to be a Suborna, which is a money exchange place before the pandemic. And as soon as they shut the place down, they started construction and now it's a coffee shop. So let me walk. See? Quite busy. This is about the only bar right here on this block that's open. It's called Insomnia. Very nice bar inside. Looks very small, but once you get inside, it's really big. It has a pole in the middle of the dance floor where the girls used to come down, like the fire station, like the men in the firehouse. The girls used to come down the pole in the middle of the station and dance. Really, really nice bar inside. A lot of these bars are nice inside, but outside they look like, you know, pretty outdated. So Brown Sugar is open. That was always a dive bar, probably still is. Oh. Okay, get on the sidewalk. The intersection is kind of crazy. Okay, what's going on in this corner? First and foremost is Sky Tracks Super Club. Shut down. It was a hardcore disco, hardcore club. That's where you had your harder music. If it was rap, the rap was harder. If it was techno, the techno was harder. Whatever that played in there, it was louder and heavier and harder than the other clubs. So the crowd was a little bit rough, young and rough. Across the street here, I'm not going to get hit, hopefully. You'll see a Korean market. This Korean market used to be a club called Angel Witch. You had Angel Witch and the rodeo. I forget the second club, but Angel Witch, and you had another club. They were side by side. You can actually go in one club and come out the other club because they were connected inside. And they turned Angel Witch portion into a Korean food market. And the other side is boarded up and still under construction. So who knows? Then we go down, we have Phillies. Philly Sports Bar. And you have the main intersection area of Phil's Avenue. This little intersection here, I don't know what that street is called, but it's in between Phillies and Envy. And this is where a lot of people come to people watch. As soon as the sun goes down, well, maybe before the sun goes down, over in the corner there, the lady boys come out and they take over this area, pretty much. The street side, that is. As far as the restaurant, the sports bar, yeah, they don't take over nothing like that because they're not spending any money. They just out trying to catch foreigners. And believe you, it be 20, 30, 40, 50 of them out here. In this street, on that corner, on this corner, consistently. And this is Friday night. I'm not going to stay out here that long, but they're out here for a reason. And they keep coming out here, so they got to be somewhat successful. Whatever floats your boat. So I'm just going to kind of hang out here, people watch, and that's Walking Street. One of the beginning The other end is on MacArthur and McDonald's. This is the end where Envy is at. They do have about 8 clubs open on Walking Street. And you do see activity as far as people starting to walk up and down Walking Street around this time. But it won't be for long. Once it gets dark, not that many people walking up and down the street, but you'll still have a few foreigners, customers going to those 8 or 9 bars that are open, especially because it's Friday night. Look at that unexpected sunset over there. Wow. Usually at 5 o'clock, I'm already in the house, in my apartment, you know, doing something, winding down. My day is done. I just was running a little late today. Decided to get out, get some air, let my mind get filled with something else other than the TV and the news. And so now I'm enjoying the streets. Enjoying the streets. Angeles City Jeepney. That Jeepney. Got my mask where it's down. It looks like it's over my mouth, but it's actually not over my mouth. So I hope I don't get caught. What are you doing, guy? You gotta drive. What are you doing? Yeah, they don't. Okay. Korean. Okay. Oh my God. Anyway. is down there. The short one is very cute. This, where I'm sitting at, I'm hearing is the new freelance park. From what I understand, these benches, which I'm surprised because it's after 5 o'clock, these benches be filled with freelance girls trying to make eye contact or some sort of body language contact with all the foreign guys on the opposite side of the street.